Alright guys, JT back here with a look at the Redcat Dukono. That is the name of a volcano actually. I think it's in Indonesia, but I may be butchering that name just a little bit. But basically, 10 scale truck Redcat is releasing. I'm assuming that they're doing this because they have the volcano 10 scale truck, and now they're kind of releasing this one here. Redcat truck. So sorry about that. I had a slight delay there, but um, this is interesting because it's a step up, of course, from the volcano that they offer, and they're offering this in a brushless version and a brush version. Of course, this is the brushless version here, and the color looks a little bit different than the brush version. The brush version kind of sticks to that same color of the volcano, but it's a little darker red and stuff. But it's fine. I mean, I think it's pretty good because I'm looking at the Rampage or R5, and it does have kind of that same body style, which is good because I could see a father and son or father and daughter or a family getting some of these cars, and they are having like a big brother and little brother. That's kind of what it reminds me of, especially with the construction of the body and stuff like that. But as you guys see that the brushed version, which is here, pull this up, and then the brushless version, try to get a, and this is more, some of these are more computer generated than they are actual pictures of it. But the brush version here, or brushless version there, you see there's just differences in color. I actually think for me the brushed version looks better because of that red that kind of sticks out with it, but that's just me. But it seems like the designs are still the same. I think they both have plastic threaded body shocks on them. Both chassis are plastic. So this is the layout of the brushless one, of course. And then this is the layout of the brushed one. So you guys see the layouts are exactly the same, even tire compounds the same as well. So I think the biggest difference between these two is going to be probably the electronics as far as the brushless system versus brush system. And then also they may change the servo. We'll look at those specs in just a minute, but I can't see them wanting to change out the specs on a servo on a brushless versus brush, but it could happen. I mean, companies do it. I know Traxxas does it, and a couple other armors doing it too for their cars as well. I was trying to find one with the bottom of this chassis real quick. We don't really have one. I don't see one. I was trying to see the way this looks. This is a plastic chassis, guys, so it is not an aluminum chassis, which is fine. I think for 10 scale trucks is give or take with that. Some people do want the aluminum and stuff for it, so there's nothing there for that. But as you scroll down, of course, Redcat's updated and put a lot more stuff about this truck out here. They've given you some nice larger views of the trucks as well, and some better shots too, because these shots are intriguing. I mean, look at that. That does look beautiful. I do have to admit. Redcat's gonna be getting everybody's money soon. Redcat and the Armor are gonna be raking it in. So hopefully they can keep these in stock and keep parts out there too. So this is high center of gravity chassis, which is good. This is of course the brush one we're looking at. Oil filled shocks, powerful brushed motor. So I'm curious I know this can possibly run a 3S. Don't quote me there on that because you guys will do it. Let's see, it says a brushed electronic speed controller 2S capable. But I know from personal experience, I've run this motor on 3S with this ESC. I would try it though, but I'm going to do it when I get it and just see how it lasts and stuff. I know Redcat doesn't want me to say that, but it is what it is. I know that this motor can run it, and this seems to be that same speed controller as well. When you look at the brushless system, and I did see some more running videos of this, so it did seem like they equipped this pretty good out the box with this 3300 kV motor in it, and then also a 60 amp speed controller, which is I think going to be fine for this, for getting it out and running 2 and 3S. Let's see, it should say that somewhere. Fully brushed electronic speed control. It doesn't really say whether you can run 3S on here, but I know you can with this speed controller, and just probably put a heatsink over the motor. I'm surprised they didn't actually give you a heatsink, because Redcat normally does give you heat sinks with some of their cars, and Exceed RC and all that, because they were kind of designed the same. Now, there is one thing that I'm looking at that I'm just a little bit concerned about, not anything to be badly concerned about. It's going to be this wheelie bar. So, some of my experiences in the past with a wheelie bar like this on the brushless system, it didn't hold wheelie straight away. Sometimes it would kind of, I guess, do a crab walk side to side, or a crab walk missing with one leg, where the car would actually rock like this. It wouldn't actually do a solid wheelie and go straight with it. But that has yet to be seen. This may be a little bit wider and stuff, and there may be some corrections and adjustments on that. But you guys see here, these layouts are exactly the same. Quick revert, quick usable battery straps, which is fine. I mean, that's Velcro, so just keep saying it's fast. It's fast. How fast? That's what we want to know. We want to see a GPS to it. So there's another quick close-up look of it. They got this one showing doing some backflips, talking about how affordable it is, how fun it is, and then that's it. And then let's see some of the specifications on it. So now we talked about the motor, beating that dead horse again. It's a RC 550s. Now I have not had any experience with these motors that I can recall. If you guys have out there, let me know your experience with it and how it's held up to a big truck like this, because this is a 540 motor. It's not a 550 size, but it is a lower kV on it. And I don't know if it's 4-pole or 2-pole. There's not that much specifications on it. And then with the 60 amp speed controller as well. So I'm not sure if you guys have ever had this combination or combo and you've been successful running 3S. I'd like to know what kind of car you ran it in and kind of what was the weight of it as well. And then we look at the brushed truck, some of the tech specs on here. And see, this does say battery and charger are included. So what type of battery and stuff, Redcat doesn't state here. So hopefully it's a 7-cell battery that'll come with it, or a 7-cell hump or something to give it a little bit more speed and power. And hopefully maybe a 2-amp wall charger or something to get you up and running quickly if this is going to be kind of your first monster truck and you don't have all the quick chargers and stuff for it. So, and again, this has this 19-turn RC 550 size, and this is a brush motor. So curious as to that. You guys see the weight, height, all that's the same with it. Doesn't talk too much about the servo here either. So my assumption is the servos and stuff are the same. Biggest difference is going to be the brushed versus the brushless system. $269 MSRP, and this is $349. So you're looking at about, what is that, an $80 difference to it. And some of you guys may have brushless systems out there to go ahead and put in it. So we'll see. August is going to be an interesting month because we have these coming out. These probably won't be till late August. Hopefully we'll have to wait till September to get them. And then we also have the armor cars coming out as well. So these are definitely competing with the ever popular Traxxas Stampede 4x4. And I'm curious how these are going to hold up against it as well. I see here that you're not limited to your gear ratio here, which is going to be good. Just from what I see here, it could be. But I know the armor trucks are kind of limited with it, even on the brushless versions. But we'll see. We'll see how all this holds up, because Armor may have just nailed down the gear ratios for those to get the most out of them and still keep your electronics safe. So, guys, let's look at this. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and put your comments below, because I'm curious on some of you guys' thoughts on this thing as well. And thanks again for watching.